millets. Oh, that's bright. Morning. It's feeling decidedly autumnal today. I don't know how you feel that just lately. We've had such a hot, dry spell over the summer. I think I might have mentioned that before, apologies for that. But today, and well, this last week or so is feeling rather like autumn. So at the moment we've got, let me show you, but we've got a significant dew on the ground, and that's that sort of heavy moisture feeling. It's a beautiful sunny morning, which is nice. Today I'm dressing rods again. I've got to try and get this order ready for Bill. So I've got to finish the stakes, bundle them up, finish the binders, bundle those up, and then I've got another order potentially that I'm about halfway through, I think, so we can do those as well. Hopefully Karen's going to pop up as well. I had a call yesterday, possibly I might have another hazel hurdle course next Saturday. It was on, and then it wasn't on, and now it might be back on, which has sort of thrown me into a bit of a spin in how I can get all the materials ready for next Saturday. So I've just got to do some juggling and some inquiries as to see whether I can go and cut some bigger hazel out of somebody's woodland to find the frameworks, but we might be able to get there. I don't know whether you noticed, there's quite a lot of acorns this year. Some people call that what I think is known as a mast year. A mast year, M-A-S-T. And I don't know what causes it, and I don't know how frequent they are. They seem to be sometimes between 4 and 7 years, something like that. But they do say it has quite a knock-on effect. So a mast year is when you get lots of extra fruit, particularly acorns and hazelnuts and things, and then that increases the amount of mice there are about, they say, and that the following year, so that increases, I think I'm right in saying, the amount of ticks you get, so that your sheep the year after the mast year get a lot more ticks. Now I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. Anyway, it's good that we've got acorns. We will hopefully have a good year for germination next year. Just listening to the call of the robin. Stupid phone's going off. We've had a really good day today. We've managed to get all the binders sorted. So there was a pile there. I've got those, if you look over the top of that pile by the trailer, there's 60 over there. We've got 120 in the trailer for Bill. Karen's managed to dress. These were weaving rods, so that's the brash pile. They're the weaving rods. I've just took 2 bundles up, so I'm going to take those up in a second. But we've still got that pile, and then all of that pile down there. So we've got plenty to do yet, but I'm getting my orders done, which is good news. Anyway, I'm going home now. I'll see you in the morning. Morning. We're back at Rossiston at the moment. I'll go and get some poles out, Hazel, for the course for next Saturday. And I'm at Jeff's Coppice again. So this is the coppice that we cut last winter. And pretty much where I first started my wood logs. This was where this one was, so actually that is doing rather well. This here is 6 foot tall. This is 6 foot regrowth on average. I would say between 5 and 6 foot. That is pretty amazing. Happy about that. We did a pretty heavy oak thin in here last winter. I would say a really heavy oak thin, because there was so much oak. I just don't think the hazel would have survived that well if we hadn't have cut out so much oaks. But actually, I'm really glad we did, because this coppice is doing really, really well. Some of this is 7 foot tall. That one there, look, it's way above me. That's full reach. Me at full reach, look, I can't even just about get to the top. That is well impressive. I was worried about the munkjack damage as well, because Jeff always has little munkjack cuties wandering through, and I did just wonder how much an impact they would have had on the regrowth. But actually, while there will have been some browsing damage, at this point now I cannot actually tell. The browsing damage I think's come on the oaks, look, because these have all been browsed off, look. Yeah, so it looks like they favoured the oak regrowth rather than the hazel coppice. And the coppice I cut 2 years ago, that's doing really well as well. I do think though we could have took out a lot more oaks out of that section, because I look at it now and it's quite densely shaded really. It's always nice to see a coppice thriving and the wildlife thriving because of it. That's always a good thing, that. Right, I'm going to get changed into my chainsaw stuff. Right, we're all ready. Let's go and cut some stuff. disappeared into the undergrowth then. Can't see much in there. I think I've got enough. We'll have a quick count up, shall we? All this rapid changing of clothing is making me feel a little bit like Superman. Was it Superman that used to get changed in a telephone box? Is that Superman? Now ordinarily in a coppice you would never cut out single stems like that. As I mentioned before, coppice is all about getting as much lighting as possible. So this coppice behind me, so all this hazel in here, which is at the side of what I cut last year, this will all get coppiced this winter. So I shall start this probably the end of October. Did you notice I can't say probably properly? What's going on there? It's my lips. I'm going to have to exchange the word probably for something else. This coppice will be cut this year and I will be starting it in October. That's more positive, isn't it? Rather than probably. The things you see when you watch yourself back on YouTube. So the next job is we'll load these up and then I've got to go off and have a quick survey of a job that I did about 4 years ago for a lady. And the panels for some reason there's 2 panels that the weaver's dropped. And I'm not sure what's going on with that yet. Like Tetris, isn't it? We're in. Morning. So alongside some car trouble, clutch and drive shaft issues, my turbo needs a good clean again. So I did this about 6-7 months ago, and it's putting some oven cleaner in the turbo, in the exhaust side of your turbo. So I did a little video on that. Anyway, I just thought I'd do another one. We've still got half a can of oven cleaner. My turbo has been playing up again recently, so it's not a permanent fix, but this time I'm going to try and wiggle the actuator on the turbo. And when you move the actuator, I think what it does, it turns the variable vanes, which means then that you can get some movement in it. It's very strange today. It's the Queen's funeral today, and it's a bank holiday, and everything is so still. There's a few cars moving about, but there's not much going on really. I've just fixed the front porch, done that repair job. Can you believe they wanted £300 for cedar posts? It's like, what they're thinking, 300 quid. Anyway, so I used some fence posts, which the customer was happy with because they didn't want to pay £300 for 2 posts. So we repaired the porch, and we've got to now repair the plum tree, which means just pruning the branches off really and make it good. You can't, well, you can see up there, there's a rip the weight of the plums pulled it down so much that it ripped it off. So a quick pruning job on this one. Ordinarily you wouldn't prune a plum, damson, cherry, peach, all those family of prunus trees. Generally tend to prune them in late summer, so August or early September, so it's getting a little bit late for this, and the reason for that is because the wounds don't heal and you can get disease going in, and I think they call it either peach leaf curl or there might be another one called silver leaf. I don't know which one it is. I know there's definitely peach leaf curl, and there's a fungus that gets in, affects the tree, and to be honest it can kill it. It's a windborne fungus, I think, but mid-September should be okay. Well, that just about concludes our woodlog for this week. Thanks again for watching, guys, and if you're able to, try and enjoy some woodland goodness this weekend. That's all, folks. See you on the next one.